Selamat sore Bapak Ibu semuanya. Good afternoon, Dr. Shiratori. Background-nya Ibu bagus tuh. Oh,
Hi. So where is your voice? Is it okay? Your mic?
we cannot hear you.
Yeah, we cannot hear you. Shiratori-san. Still cannot hear you. Not yet.
Hello.
It's okay now. Yeah.
So I got a microphone problem. Just a
Oh.
moment. So I think I will use this
From
is
the laptop?
this echo in here. I will use the microphone from my cell phone.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will use the screen from the computer.
Okay. Yeah. We can hear you well.
That is the problem here. Oh.
Maybe the cable problem or connected with the connection? No.
The connection is okay.
Hmm.
The connection is good, and just a problem from the microphone. But now I think it's okay. We use this together.
Okay. It's okay.
So the sound is clear.
Clear. Very clear.
Okay. Very nice.
And you can operate your PowerPoint by yourself?
Yes. I will operate by myself.
Okay. Yeah.
Very nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you too. So you already in Bangkok again?
Yes. And today we have 9 guests from Indonesia.
Oh, what do you mean?
I mean, in this week, the GE company sponsor medical doctor and technologists and physicists from Indonesia to visit my center. And today, I'm introduced them the Secreton Center and Hot Lab.
Oh, so you are having a guest now?
Yes, from Indonesia, and they are joining this seminar too. So for me, today is my Indonesian day because I'm deal with the Indonesian in the morning, in the afternoon, and evening for whole day.
So offline and online.
Yes,
Indonesia.
yes, on site and online, and really nice. I love that. I will prepare for the battery. Just a moment, please.
Okay.
Selamat sore Pak Utama.
Selamat sore Pak Jarod.
Lama nggak ketemu.
Selama beberapa episode saya tidak ikut.
Oh iya, kita baru 2 episode ini kok. setelah
Ya, karena banyak hal-hal
oh,
di luar kita.
ya.
Makin dekat pesta demokrasi, makin banyak yang aneh-aneh.
Tekan saja itu Pak.
Iya, banyak berita-berita aneh-aneh, statement-statement aneh-aneh gitu.
Malah bikin pusing ya.
Ya, kebetulan nyangkut-nyangkut juga. Ya, mudah-mudahan cepatlah selesai ini pesta kita.
Oh gitu ya. Wah, harus satu putaran atau 2 putaran?
Iya Pak, kalau bisa satu putaran aja ya supaya cepat lah, nggak repot. Bu Jenny apa kabar?
Baik Pak Utama. Pak Utama
Sehat
sehat.
ya? Alhamdulillah sehat. Tambah semangat, berita-berita aneh-aneh bikin semangat tinggi. Ya, yang dulunya kita nggak tahu sekarang jadi tahu gitu.
Karena medsos luar biasa ya Pak.
Iya, yang dulunya ditutup-tutupin sekarang dibuka-bukain gitu.
Transparan banget ya.
Aneh gitu.
I think the chairman of HIMNI is already here also, Professor Susilo Widodo. Pak Susilo?
Pak Ketua sudah ada.
Ya,
Yes.
selamat
Pak
sore.
Ketua apa kabar?
Baik-baik, alhamdulillah.
Oh,
Pak
hello.
Utama
Nice to meet you
sehat
again.
kan?
Sehat Pak, alhamdulillah Pak. Bapak posisi di mana?
Posisi di pasar Jumat.
Susah dicari orang nih, kadang di sini, kadang di sono.
I think Dr. Shiratori has already met
Yes,
Professor Susilo.
in the icon star.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Konnichiwa, Shiratori Sensei.
Yes. Nice to meet you again.
Yoroshiku, konkaimo.
So how many campus in Mahindol University? I think not only in Bangkok. There are several.
Right. There are some campuses outside Bangkok as well. In Bangkok, as I know, about 3 campuses.
Yeah.
Yes, but our campus is a little bit small because of we have the limited area in the bank of Chao Phraya River.
Oh, okay. So it seems to me one of the best university in Thailand, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
it's
heard.
one say so.
And how many foreign students in your laboratory? Is there any?
Yes. I have now right now I have some master course student, but no PhD student
Oh,
in my laboratory.
okay.
Yeah, because of the medical school, so I try to encourage for the MD PhD program in this medical school.
Okay. So how is the implementation of nuclear medicals in Thailand? I think.
Yeah, just going well.
Okay.
Yes, and now we are focused on the theranostic. That's
Okay.
I will talk and share my experience today as well.
Sure. I think we will start the webinar in 1 minute.
Yes.
And I will mute all of the participants except the moderator and the speakers. Okay, Bugeni.
Sorry, I will introduce in Indonesian first. Selamat sore Bapak dan Ibu, partisipan HIMNI yang setia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hari ini kita di tahun 2024 memasuki webinar yang kedua atau yang ke-182 ya, sejak kita dimulai. Dan temanya ini sungguh sangat menarik terkait dengan terapi kanker sebenarnya, dan suatu metode baru atau suatu terapi yang saya nggak tahu di Indonesia sudah sejauh mana dikembangkannya. Dan speaker hari ini adalah orang Jepang, tetapi beliau adalah associate professor di salah satu universitas di Bangkok. Sebelum kita memulai webinar hari ini, saya persilakan Bapak Ketua HIMNI Pak Susilo Widodo untuk menyampaikan kata pembukanya. Monggo Pak Susilo.
Baik, terima kasih Bu Geni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
Selamat sore dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Pertama-tama, marilah puji syukur kita panjatkan kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, Tuhan yang Maha Esa, yang senantiasa memberikan rahmat dan karunia yang tak terhingga kepada kita semua, sehingga sore ini pun kita bisa berjumpa kembali dalam acara webinar rutin HIMNI hari Kamis yang sponsori atau dimotori oleh Prof. Jarod dan Bu Geni di bawah naungan Wisnu Broto Laboratory. Dan saya kira topik hari ini juga sangat menarik sehingga mengundang beberapa peserta-peserta webinar dan wajah-wajah baru. Kami ucapkan selamat datang kepada Bapak-Bapak Ibu sekalian yang baru kali ini mengikuti webinar. Saya lihat nama-nama baru di peserta webinar ini. Mungkin karena memang ketertarikan kepada topik hari ini gitu. Well, a special thank to Profesor Dr. Shiratori Sensei. You are ready to give us presentation concerning the nuclear medicine development in both development of nuclear medicine. I think, in Indonesia, nuclear medicine is slightly at the past is quite I can say the sluggish, very, and the speed of development is not so what we expected. And so far, I think there are only maybe about 15 up to 20 centers of nuclear medicine in Indonesia. This far away from the number what we need because our population is about 275 million people, but only have about 20 nuclear medical center in Indonesia, and most of them centered in Java Island. A few in Sumatra Island and one or two only in Kalimantan and Sulawesi. So fortunately that currently our government have something like quick win program to speed up the development of nuclear medicine in Indonesia, so that during next 3 years we expected to open more than 50 centers, to cover the need of nuclear medicine and nuclear medicine center in Indonesia. So I think we are quite busy actually to prepare this, because the current standard of nuclear medicine should be facilitated with enough facility. Not only in the past we use gamma camera, and now I think we should use SPEC and might be hybrid of PET-CT, positron emission tomography, what we need, and therefore we need some cyclotron, baby cyclotron should be built in some center, or even should be every center has to have the baby cyclotron to supply the isotope for or radiopharmacy for the PET facilities in the future. That is what we hope. But I don't know if Dr. Shiratori have another way or in line with this program, because maybe there are new innovation on the healthcare and also method for what's diagnostic and therapy based on the nuclear medicine. Is there any new way in the world development of other than and then we currently have developed it yes. Well, actually I speak for you just actually to wait until the number of participants more than 100, and now and the person is already 108, and hopefully usually the number will be increased up to 200 or even 300 participants, and this is mean that this to say that my speech should be stopped here. And thank you again for Dr. Shiratori for your participation on this webinar as a keynote speaker or main speaker on this event. Sekian, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih banyak Pak Susilo. Thank you so much for Professor Dr. Susilo Widodo. And before we entering the main program, we ask the participants, if you want to be the member of the HIMNI, Indonesian Nuclear Society, please follow the following video. Well, thank you, Pak Jarod. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all the HIMNI participants. So we are entering the second webinar in this year, 2024. And then today we are going to have a very special speaker. Yeah, he is a Japanese. His name is Dr. Associate Professor, actually, Dr. Shuichi Shiratori. Yeah, he is Associate Professor, and then his specialty is a radiopharmaceutical, yeah. And then actually he graduated from Japan, of course, as a PhD in pharmacy, Chiba University in the Department of the Graduate School of Pharmaceutical Science, Chiba, Japan, and he graduated on 2005. And then after finishing his study, yeah, He started working as an associate professor in Faculty of Medicine, Yokohama City University, Yokohama, Japan, from 2005 until 2012, and then moved to the other university, Fukushima University, Fukushima Medical University, as an associate professor for 3 years, 2012 until 2014. And then he moved to Bangkok since 2015 until 2020 and becoming an associate professor at the Faculty of Medicine, Chulalongkorn University. I think this is one of the famous university in Bangkok, Thailand. Then after that, he moved to the other university because he is very popular, I think. He moved to the other famous university in Bangkok as an associate professor at the Faculty of Medicine Sri Raj Hospital, Mahindol University, Thailand. His specialty, I think that he is having a specialty on cyclotron-based radiopharmaceutical imaging, and then also labeling methodology. So he developed the labeling methodology, and then also radio synthesis. And today, as a theranostic in nuclear medicine, is going to deliver a very special theme and very, I think, interesting theme about the theranostic radiopharmaceuticals in nuclear medicines. This is a very important one, I think, the very important theme. And then usually if we celebrate or we do some webinars related with the medicine or health, the participants will be very huge. So Dr. Shiratori, you are having about an hour to deliver your very interesting speech. So the floor is yours. We cannot hear you. Still not yet.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Okay. Selamat malam.
Selamat sore.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for your nice introduction from the Dr. Jenny and Dr. Susilo Widodo. Yes, I met them last month in Indonesia for the first time, and this is very high, very high honor of me to have to be a speaker in this seminar, in webinar. So today I would like to share my experience about theranostic. This is the most advanced approach in nuclear medicine, and I try to speak in easily word to make everyone understand and slowly. So you can ask me any question after the presentation and we can discuss. Okay, let me share my slide. Okay, everyone can see my slide.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So today's topic is theranostic radiopharmaceuticals in nuclear medicine. At first of all, I have to declare that I have no conflict of interest. Today's the topics are divided into 3 parts. I will introduce about the theranostic era and the first generation and the second generation. For the first part of theranostic era, I will talking about the precision medicine approach. So when people are talking about the cancer, most of us will have an idea that, oh, there's no way to treat, no way to deal with. But right now in this century, we are going to win the cancer. Okay, let I show you about this scenario. Just a moment, please. Okay, in our population, we have many types of tools to diagnostic who is cancer or not. So the one popular tool is about biomarker. We use biomarker to divide the people into the group. If the biomarker is positive, we also have the biomarker negative group. For the positive group, we can use the new technique called precision medicine. With the biomarker negative group, we can use the conventional therapy. Why we do that? Because the precision medicine is the new approach to deal with the cancer. Everyone have the different information in genetics. So that's why the conventional therapy cannot work well with the cancer patients. Because we are not the same, and we have to change our strategy to deal with the cancer. So before this, we can have the patient history, which is different from individual. Also, the gene express profile is also not same, genetic promeiotics. And we can use the many types of modality imaging to identify the cancer. So the cancer can be seen by medical imaging. And once we see it, we can manage very well by using the right treatment at the right time, right dose in the right patient. And I'm going to talking about the theranostic as the new approach in cancer management. Okay, the theranostic in advance can be briefly explained to you. The first person who talking about theranostic is named John Funkhauser. He is a German and the CEO of the pharmaceutical company, small company, in almost 20 years ago. This is the starting point. He just combined the terminology of two words. He combined therapeutic and diagnostic in the one word. So today we know as theranostic. The concept is very easy. Theranostic concept is we treat what we see and we see what we treat. We treat what we see means we have to imaging the cancer first, that where is the cancer located in our body by imaging. And then we use the same medicine and change the radionuclide for the treatment. So with the same medicine, they will go to the same target in the body. And for the second time, with the stronger radionuclide that radiate beta or alpha ray to the tumor, and tumor will die. So after we treatment in many cycles, we can monitoring, we can evaluate the result by imaging again. That means we see what we treat. So we treat what we see and we see what we treat can be the cycle and keep going, treat the patient very effective way. And of course, theranostic is one part of precision medicine. For for the concept in detail, I will show you in this slide is we have a target. The target, I use infographic as you see here. Our target is a cancer, and we will have a specific drug to bind to the center of the target like this. For the first arrow, we use as a diagnostic purpose. We still have two modalities. One is SPECT. In SPECT, we use technetium-99m for gamma emission. In the SPECT mode, we use fluoride-18 or gallium-68 in the position emit the positron and have an annihilation to change into double gamma. With another arrow is used for the therapeutic purpose. The first one is lutetium-177 that emit
Sorry, we cannot hear you. Shiratori-san, your voice is gone. Shiratori-san, we cannot hear you. Shiratori-san, we cannot hear you.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
So my screen show that the host would like me to unmute. Oh, sorry. Okay. So can I continue?
Yeah, from the previous slide, maybe.
Okay. Just a moment, please. Oh. Okay. Yes. I will talk about this slide again. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. In the detail of theranostic concept, we have to at first we have the target as the cancer. So the infographic I use is shown on the slide, and we will have the specific radiopharmaceutical to buy in the middle. Two types of radiopharmaceutical we use if a little bit different. We use the same medicine with the different radionuclide. The radionuclide we use, the first one is diagnostic purpose. We have two modality. The first one is SPECT, that we use technetium-99m to bind to the medicine. For the PET modality, we use fluoride-18 or gallium-68. In the other hand, when we want to treat the patient, we use the lutetium-177 as a beta emitter, and the stronger one, actinium-225, as an alpha emitter. In this way, we can manage the patient with the precision medicine and more specific. Next slide, I will show about the detail of the first generation of theranostic. With the first generation of theranostic, we are success with two types of cancer. The first one is neuroendocrine tumor. The second one is prostate cancer. In neuroendocrine tumor, we can use the gallium-68 dotatate for imaging, lutetium-177 dotatate, or actinium-225 dotatate for the treatment. With the prostate cancer, we use technetium-99M and also gallium-68 PSMA, fullerene PSMA for imaging, and lutetium-177 PSMA, actinium-225 PSMA for the treatment. Next slide, I will go in the detail. I will start with the neuroendocrine tumor. In neuroendocrine tumor, we can say in the short word as NET, neuroendocrine tumor. They are the unique groups of malignant growth from neuroendocrine cell. Neuroendocrine cell is a cell that help two systems work together. First one is a neural system, and another one is endocrine system. These systems have to work together around the body. Unfortunately, when these cells become the cancer, the symptom is not specific. The symptom mostly found in the abdominal pain, like you feel pain in your stomach, you have a cough, you have a diarrhea and flushing. This is no specific sign. When you go to the hospital, the doctor will take a long time to diagnose this kind of tumor. And more unfortunately, the incidence is very low. With the population 10,000 people, we found less than 10. So this is a kind of a rare case. What is the effect of this one? The effect for the rare case means the doctor have no enough experience to deal with, or they can have a longer time for diagnosis. Until someone found a neuroendocrine tumor, might be the late stage. That is very sad story. Mostly, but on the neuroendocrine tumor, they have one target for theranostic. We call somatostatin receptor. This receptor can found in all types of neuroendocrine tumor cells. So, as shown in this slide, mostly we found in the stomach or intestine of about 40% of the patient, and 30% we found in the lung. So combination with this combination is more than 70%. We found this kind of tumor. As I mentioned before, the symptom is not specific at all. So most of the patients that diagnosis this type of cancer always come to the late stage. I will go a little bit more detail in the neuroendocrine tumor. In neuroendocrine tumor, the specific target is somatostatin receptor. That we have 5 types. So we have subtype 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each subtype will located in different organs. For example, subtype 1 is mainly located in the brain. Subtype 2 is major one. Subtype 3, 4, 5 is also minor. So we can focus only subtype 2 for the major group. When somatostatin receptor bind to this, when somatostatin bind to this receptor, sometimes, the pathological will be changed. For example, for subtype 2, normally they are in by unit. When somatostatin with a hormone bind, we separate in a single unit. And this behavior will change when agonist mean the drug, buying also change. So anyway, what I would like to say is this is another complex in treatment because somatostatin receptor got 5 subtypes. So in one patient, they have heterogeneity in the tumors. So they have mixed subtypes. This is what very difficult to diagnosis and treatment. But for really the lucky thing is we have the success in development of agonist, the drug. We're starting from the somatostatin hormone. Somatostatin hormone have 2 types. We use one of them. That is somatostatin 14, which with 14 is mean the number of amino acid in 14 in this way. So this is the original model, and we can develop 3 types of radiopharmaceutical. One we call DOTA-TOC. DOTA-TOC is specific on subtype 5. DOTA-NOC specific on subtype 3 and 5. But DOTA-TET specific on subtype 2. These 3 substances can put the radionuclide in DOTA. So the radionuclide we put after 2 types, as I mentioned in previous slide. The first one is gallium-68 for imaging. And second one are lutetium-177 and actinium-225 for treatment. So we can chelate this radionuclide into the DOTA and use this medicine as a radiopharmaceutical. So the process is very easy. We just labeling within 1 hour. We can get this kind of radiopharmaceutical and inject to the patient. So let me show the result of the lutetium-177 DOTA-TET. In this case, this is a 33-year-old female with a pancreatic neuroendocrine tumor grade 2 in the liver and abdominal lymph node metastasis. In this slide, you can see the cross-section in her body about the liver. And this is the cancer. The big, huge cancer located in her body. So imagine if our body size is around here. This is almost 1/3 of the body is about 10 centimeters located here. And another one is located at the main blood vessel in the liver. In this case, the surgeon will refuse to operate because if they cut the main blood vessel, they cannot stop bleeding. It's very, very dangerous case. So no surgeon will be operated for this. So this patient have not so many choices to do, and the doctor decide to use lutetium DOTA-TET. In this case, this is the first cycle, and we follow her for 4 cycles. There are between the cycle is a 2-month interval, so that means 8 months later they show this. As you see, the size of tumor on the left hand side is shrinking dramatically, and in the middle one is already gone. So in this case, the surgeon can operate this part and can recover this neuroendocrine tumor. In this case, now the patient is still alive and can have everyday life. So next, I will talking about the prostate cancer. The prostate cancer is totally different from neuroendocrine tumor because this is the second most
Sorry, something wrong with your voice is gone. Shiratori-san. Hello. We cannot hear you. Shiratori-san. Something wrong with your mic. Sorry.
that someone said to me.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay. Can you you didn't hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. So please start from the prostate cancer again.
Okay,
If you
okay.
don't mind.
So, sorry for yes. So okay, I will start from the prostate cancer.
Okay.
Okay. With the prostate cancer is something opposite from the neuroendocrine tumor because the prostate cancer can be found as the second most common cancer worldwide, especially in the elderly men. The early diagnosis have become very important topic because this cancer can be treated, can be cured 100%. The lucky thing is we found the target on prostate cancer. This is PSMA. PSMA stands for a prostate-specific membrane antigen. PSMA receptor itself is tied to glycoprotein. So the starting point is in intracellular, and there's one domain in the membrane and the big domain outside the cells. So just think about like a rambutan. You have rambutan in Indonesia, right? The rambutan have many like a small soft spine. This is similar to the receptor, PSMA receptor on the prostate cancer cell. So in this part, in the green part, there's a specific thing to for specific site for binding to the radiopharmaceutical. I will show you next slide. This one. Yeah, the small part in the red part is very small region on the receptor. This trigger us to develop the medicine. Before this, we use the antibody to bind to this medicine, to this site, but right now we cut into the small molecule. There are various types of small molecule, and the molecule we use here is now in the urea type. So this is the molecule of PSMA we use right now in worldwide. The first one is PSMA 11 and PSMA 617, is PSMA INT. All of them have the same point in the I'm circled in the yellow. This part of medicine will bind to the PSMA receptor. And the blue square here is the place for the radionuclide. So in the PSMA 11, we can put a gallium here, but this molecule PSMA 11 can bind only gallium. So this used for diagnostic only. In the other hand, PSMA 617 and PSMA INT have the different chelator like this. So with this chelator, we can use with the gallium, lutetium, and actinium. So these two types of molecule, you can use both diagnostic and therapeutic. So which one is better? For me, for my experience, this is the same, almost the same effect. So it's not so different in clinical result. Let I show you the proof of concept of lutetium-177 PSMA. In this case, this is 62 years old male with the castration-resistant prostate cancer. That means the high-grade tumor. The tumor become very aggressive. So he got the more bone metastasis and also liver metastasis is not so good condition. And this patient have failure in chemotherapy in any formulation. So I will talk a little bit more in detail. Actually, this patient have about 15 years history of the cancer treatment. So he started with the hormone treatment, and finally, this is not respond. He got the radiation, he got the chemotherapy, and everything are all failure. Cannot control the number of cancer. And then the oncologist sent to us. At the first, we imaging him, and we found that, oh, that's why he's on the wheelchair, because we found many bone metastasis. When the cancer go to the bone, the pain is very strong. Just imagine, just think about when we have a toothache. The lesion is very small and we feel very pain. But in the patient, this one, we can see a very big lesion of the cancer here. So he got two big lesions on the shoulder, on the knee, here to see here. So that's why he cannot walk. Yes, both sides. And in the spinal, you can see a lot of lesion in spinal cord. Of course, we have a very pain backbone. And also in the liver, this is not good sign for the metastasis. Okay, we inject him one dose of PSMA, and 2 months later, he walked to the hospital, not on the wheelchair. He can walk, and he inject the second dose. This is his imaging. The first one you can compare on the shoulder. The shoulder for the left and right shoulder is a dramatically decrease in the number of cancer. So he himself, he said that no pain on the shoulder. And that's the reason that he can walk is here. You can compare to the previous imaging and the second imaging. And also the lesion or the spinal cord almost gone because the pharmaceutical, radiopharmaceutical will radiate and destroy the cancer cell in the spinal cord as well. But the most the most effective is some lesion in the liver is also gone. So his blood level have a good liver function. This patient continue for the second and fourth cycle and got very appreciate result. And right now he can live as a normal people. So next, because of the limitation time, I will show very few cases. I'm sorry, and I will go to the next generation. For the second generation, actually we have some challenge because we can manage the neuroendocrine tumor and prostate cancer. So how about the another type of cancer? For example, for the lung cancer, pancreas, the brain, stomach, the breast, ovary, the eyes, the tongue, and the liver, and also intestine. How about this cancer? Can we do the same thing? So I would like to show the previous concept. As the previous concept, I said that we have a target and we have the specific radiopharmaceutical to buy in the middle. So how about this concept? The radiopharmaceutical doesn't bind in the middle, but binding around the target. Is concept work? The answer is yes. That's work very well too. So before this, we found that the tumor regions have contain the heterogeneity. In the mass of tumor, we have two types. One is neoplastic cell. Neoplastic cell mean tumor cell, and non-malignant cells mean normal cell. So that means in the tumor mass or cancer mass, this is not mean every cell are cancer. Just only some of them mixed together. Okay. Tumor stroma is another name to call the detail or microenvironment of the cancer. Inside the stroma, we have the lymphocyte, NK killer cell, macrophage, bone marrow, stem cell, and tumor cell. If you see in this figure, you can imagine that actually the tumor cell is not the main population in the stroma or the cancer mass. And one thing is special is activated fibroblast. Activated fibroblast is totally different from another fibroblast in the body, because the cancer induces this fibroblast to function to protect the cancer. With this fibroblast can be changed from many types of cell into the cancer-activated fibroblast. Again, this fibroblast function to help the cancer to grow very well. But fortunately, we found the specific receptor on this fibroblast here. The specific receptor called fibroblast activation protein, or FAP. Someone say in short FAP. FAP is a transmembrane protein on the surface of the cell, and it's overexpressed, being expressed a lot on this fibroblast. The best thing is we can find this FAP protein in many types of the cancer. There's more than 20 types of cancer. And then we can have the specific molecule to bind to this CAF. Right now we have many series. For first one, we call this type of medicine as FAPI. The FAPI02 the FAPI select to have this is a prototype and developed to FAPI 04. This is a better one. And of course, the FAPI 74, this version is for gallium only because the nota is the chelator specific for gallium. This is very good for imaging. And FAPI 34 is suitable for technetium labeling. And right now, the best one is FAPI 46, which can have the good imaging and the good result in treatment. And the number of the research become more and more by FAPI 64. This is one example of the FAPI result in Nuclear Medicine Society. The SNMMI is the biggest symposium in the world, and in every year they will announce the best imaging of the year. So the imaging of the year in 2019 was award to the FAPI. So in this slide, you can see that FAPI can bind to the breast cancer, for the lung cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer, CUP, and this is pancreatic cancer, ovarian cancer. So you can see many types of cancer that show the effective of this molecule. So that means after you see the imaging, it is high possibility to treat this type of cancer. So in final, I will emphasize that the theranostic is the new option for the cancer treatment, and it's a new hope for us to deal with the cancer. Even though this is not all types of the cancer, but the main types that found in the patient can be treated by this technique. So I try to simplify the explanation. My presentation is finished in this slide. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shiratori, with your explanation. I think this is very interesting one. The participant HIMNI, if you are having a question, please write down on the chat, or you can ask directly by open your camera and your mic.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I think that I have a question for you. You
Yes.
already mentioned about the first generation and the second generation. Yeah. And then how is the status of this both generation? I mean that in my understanding, the second generation is coming after the first generation. Is it right or not?
Yes, right. It's right. Mhm.
And then when the second generation started, is the Japan or is the initiator of the second generation or what?
Okay, that's a good question. Thank you. So actually the first generation, yes, is how to say, the first generation proved the concept that we can treat the patient with the cancer, prostate cancer and neuroendocrine tumor very well. And then the scientists in Germany try to develop more. So the second generation is just released in these few years. So it starts from Europe, this theranostic is not available in Japan because the Japanese FDA is not approved to use. So that's why I moved from Japan to Thailand. Because in the theranostic trend is start from about 2010, and I see this trend, and as my information, the Japanese FDA is followed by US FDA side, but this technology is from European side. So as by calculation, it takes about more than 10 years to start theranostic in Japan. So I cannot do that. So I have talked to one of my colleagues in Bangkok, and do you interesting to start theranostic? This is the world trend for cancer treatment, and my friend in Bangkok got very high interesting here in this concept. So I came to Bangkok to start. This is I just showed the result of the first generation, because the second generation we are still waiting for the ligand, the FAPI. The FAPI right now is not commercial, but it's still in we can use as the clinical trial. So but I believe that the few years later, the FAPI will be can be used in the worldwide. Do I understand your question?
Yeah, I do understand your explanation. It is very interesting one. There is a question, one question that is listed in the chat room. The question coming from the Zulhendri Shauki. He asks about can we use FAPI PET as FDG replacement in daily practice?
Okay, nice. This is also very, very nice question. FDG is more than 20 years. FDG is the gold standard for imaging, for diagnosis. But FDG itself has some limitation. For example, prostate cancer does not uptake the FDG because the FDG itself is sugar. We put the radiation in the sugar and we inject sugar. So the cancer cell need the nutrition, need the sugar. It can absorb FDG, but some cancer cell doesn't want much sugar. For example, prostate cancer. If you inject FDG and you want to see the prostate cancer, you cannot see it because prostate cancer will not absorb this one a lot. So that's why we have to develop the new one. So this same is the same reason. In some cancer with FDG is not high specific to detect. So that's why the FAPI is more promising. Of course, I didn't say FDG is bad. FDG is good, but not all types of the cancer. So FAPI will be the new promising one to imaging, or in some hospital they got both of them. They inject both FDG and like next week they inject gallium FAPI to confirm the result each other.
So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If my understanding is right or not, in the second generation, you mentioned about the not directly. I mean, the therapy is not directly to the target. Yeah. So
Yes.
it is surrounded,
Right.
right? And then
Yes.
it looks like that. Yeah, we give food to the cancer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
You mentioned about the sugar or something like that.
Yes.
So is my understanding is right or not? Is the sugar is so in this case the sugar is becoming the carrier of the. I mean, you labelize the sugar.
Yes. Right. Yes.
By the radioisotope. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally correct. For FDG case, we put a fluorine atom on the sugar and give the food to the cancer.
Cancer. Okay.
Yes. The limitation is some cancer did not need the sugar. So in this case, you cannot imaging it very well. But for the second generation, we targeted in fibroblasts. Actually, fibroblasts is not cancer, but it's what activated by the cancer around them. The cell is very small. When we target to the fibroblasts that's located near the cancer. So in this concept, that's why we can imaging many types of the solid tumor, solid cancer. Solid cancer means the cancer does not move. It's fixed to the one organ. So another type is liquid cancer. Liquid cancer, for example, lymphocytes that move around the body, or also the melanoma, the skin cancer, it can move. So in this type, there are not so many fibroblasts, so we cannot use this. We still can use some FDG as well.
Yeah, very interesting one. Oh, there is someone raised, Pak Susilo Widodo. Monggo Pak Susilo, you can ask directly to the Dr. Shiratori.
Okay, thank you. I have a short question.
Yes,
to
please.
Dr. Shiratori. Could you please explain briefly how to produce isotope? Something informing some isotope like Sg225 and maybe Lu-177. How to produce it? It's by reactor or cyclotron, for example, or accelerator. The second question is how to get the image by PET. Do you use the same isotope for the treatment or for the therapy for diagnostic, and you can get all the body's image by PET? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, please ask the first question again. I cannot get your point for the first question.
The first question is just, please explain how to produce the isotope.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So we have at first we have to separate the purpose. When we want to imaging, we can use technetium or gallium for imaging, and also fluorine-18, because this radionuclides will release the gamma ray. Okay. The second part is for treatment. For the treatment, we need the higher energy of the ray, so we use beta ray and alpha ray. In beta ray, we use lutetium-177, and the alpha ray we use actinium-225. There's a very strong energy, high energy to radiate to the cancer. So with the beta ray, the energy is enough to cut one strand of DNA. But for the alpha ray, it cut double strand of DNA. That's why alpha ray is more stronger. So do I answer your question?
Yeah, but my question is how to produce.
Choose the.
Yeah, you need a nuclear reactor, or you need just a cyclotron or accelerator.
Okay, that's good. For the technetium, we use the generator. For the gallium-68, we also use generator. And for the fluorine-18, we use cyclotron.
Cyclotron, okay.
It might have to be cyclotron. And
you can use the same cyclotron for producing the fluor-18, for example.
Yes, right.
So one cyclotron can produce 18 and LU 177.
Okay, that's good point. So we with the cyclotron we have three types for based on the energy of cyclotron. The small energy is about 10 to 12 mega electron volt. We call baby cyclotron. This cyclotron can produce mostly in fluorine and carbon 11. Okay. The second type is 18 to 20 mega electron volt. We call medical cyclotron. With medical cyclotron, we can produce everything that baby cyclotron can do, and also gallium-68 is very good for imaging, and zirconium 89 and copper 64. This is three more radionuclides we can do with the medical cyclotron. And the last type is the industrial cyclotron. This is the highest energy. It's more than 30 mega electron volt. With this cyclotron, we can use to produce the lutetium-177. So it's up to the size of cyclotron. But
So
right
normally, the nuclear medicine center have to have how many cyclotron?
Okay, that's good. Only one is enough. Only one cyclotron.
High energy.
Yes, with okay, it's depend. I think for Indonesia, in my practice, in my opinion, I think baby cyclotron or medical cyclotron is enough for you to have one cyclotron and send the radiopharmaceutical in the about I think about 30 to 50 kilometers in radius. You can have one cyclotron. It's enough. For the stronger one, like a lutetium-177, you can use nuclear reactor. That you have many nuclear reactor in Indonesia. Last month when I was in Serpong in Brin, I saw the very impressive nuclear reactor. I think you can do that. You can do that. Or if you can import from Germany. So I think to invest with the biggest cyclotron right now is too expensive, and technology is not so stable. So nuclear reactor might be another choice to produce the lutetium-177.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bu Kenny.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Susilo Widodo. We are having a list of questions from the participants, Dr. Shiratori. The second one is the question coming from the Pak Dian Al Fajri. He's asking about the use of the nuclear technology for the health, and how is the standard and control for the bodies, and is there any negative effect on that?
Okay, thank you. This is also a very nice question. At first, I would like to say that this theranostic is precision medicine. So that means the radiopharmaceutical will go to the target only, and very, very few side effects. Almost 100% of our patients say that if they know the theranostic, they will not do the chemotherapy. They will not do the radiation, because the side effects is very, very few. The most concerned side effect is we call xerostomia. Xerostomia is mean dry mouth, because the radiation will the radiopharmaceutical will circulate around the body, right? And there is a normal uptake in the saliva gland. So that makes the saliva gland dry. So you just drink a lot of water. That's why the side effect is very, very few, because of the specificity is so high. This is for the treatment. But for the diagnosis, the amount of radiation we put inside the molecule is very low. How low? It's low as you you take a airplane from Bangkok to Singapore, something like that. This is not effect to the human body at all.
Yeah, thank you so much. And then we are going to continue. Dr. Shiratori, the participants who are following our webinars has a very various background. So please forgive us if there is a very common question coming to you.
No, yes,
Okay.
it's my pleasure to answer the question and share my experience.
Yeah, the participant is coming from the whole Indonesian, so very spreading one.
Yeah,
And,
I feel very special. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your explanation. The following question is coming from the Reza Andika. He's asking about is it true that the second generation we can cure multiple types of cancer from one treatment?
Yes, it's possible because some even though the first generation, how to say, some patients got more than one cancer. For example, from the original cancer and metastasis cancer, when they have when the cancer metastasis, for example, prostate cancer, it started from prostate gland, right? And the most favorable place to metastasis is the bone. So that means or the liver. So that means you have how to say, many types of cancer increase. So this is possible to treat once with the FAPI, because FAPI will activate the fibroblasts around them. Once you have the activated fibroblasts, it's possible to treat. For first of all, we have to imaging. If we saw the imaging, it's really high promising to treat. But if we cannot see it, I think the possibility will become low. So that means we treat what we see and we see what we treat. We have to see it first. If we see it, we can treat it.
Yeah. Yeah. So the question which is coming from the Reza Andika is very common one, but this is very useful one for us. And then in my understanding, the second generation method that you already described is very effective one, I think, because
yes.
The methodology is based on the giving food to the cancer itself. So this is not dedicated only for one cancer who is located in the brain or only in the bone or something like that. But this is for the multiple uses, not multiple uses, but multiple target. So they don't care about where is the location of the cancer in our body. Yeah, that's right. And hello, Dr. Shiratori, are you still there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay.
Yes.
The following question coming from the Pak Erickson Marbund. He's asking about the sorry, this is not a question. From Mbak Indah Rahma Apriani. Yeah. As we know, PET has been superior than SPEC in oncology. So how far technetium-99m labeled FAPI 34 can diagnose cancer with SPEC modalities? Could you understand the question?
Yes, as my understand, with the technetium-99m FAPI 34, this developed to serve the more patient, because the expense in PET scan is very expensive, and the availability of the PET scan itself is limited only in the big hospital, like a big private hospital or university hospital. So if you can use the spec, you can find in the like a smaller hospital is possible. And one more thing is technetium-99m have a long half-life, about 6 hours. For example, if you rebel as my knowledge, I went to Serpong. If we rebelling this in Serpong, you can send to Bandung. No problem, because the half-life is long enough, it's 6 hours. So this is strong point of the spec. If compared to PET, it's very short half-life, it's about 1 or 2 hours. So I'm not sure I'm answer this question, but I think the question is about this compare between PET and spec radiopharmaceutical.
Gimana Mbak Indah, sudah terjawab belum? Is the answer is okay? I hope it's okay, I think so.
Thank you. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama. And then we still have the three questions which is coming from the audience. The following one is coming from the Mbak Rena Ashifa. If we use nuclear, isn't there would be some side effects? Maybe this is a similar question with the previous one. Are these any success case until now? I think you already mentioned about the success, but you can explain it again maybe for Miss Rena.
Okay, this is one of very recent case in our hospital that I did not show on the slide. He came from the oncologist at the almost late stage, almost the final stage, because the oncologist think the chemotherapy can treat him, but actually cannot. And his PSA level. PSA is a biomarker in the blood that shows how much the tumor burden in the body. So at that time, his PSA level is almost 1,000. With the normal is only 4. So 0.4 is a normal number, 0.4 nanogram per ml, but his level is 1,000, really high. So they treat, he got a 4 cycle of the lutetium and 4 cycle of actinium. In the final, he's, at the beginning, we found the metastasis, more than 200 points in the body. And after 4 cycle of lutetium and 4 cycle of actinium in continue, finally we found his PSA number lower as 0.3. This is the same to the normal person, and the lesion of 200 metastasis have already gone. So now he can be said that this is a complete treatment. And he's live really happy with his family. He's about 76 years old. In this new year, his family come to this hospital and say thank you, to bring some fruit to us and say thank you, because they can celebrate the new year with the family. This is one very recent and successful cases in our center.
So if someone treated for their cancer and then he cured, by using the chemotherapy, is there any possibility that the cancer cell can arise again?
Yes. This is we call recurrent. After in this case, after, even though we can say that this complete treatment, we suggest him to follow up back to the hospital and check up at first every 6 months for 2 or 3 years, and then 1 year, once a year, because it's a high possibility to relapse, to recurrent back again. Because this is when when the people got the cancer, this is high tend to be bad because their DNA is very easy to change and develop the new cancer.
Okay, we are still having the two questions. The first one is
please.
coming from Pak Zulhendri Sauki. In some patients, their heart also uptake the FAPI due to the heart remodeling. If we use FAPI as oncology therapy, is the FAPI therapy also affect to the heart? So he's asking about the side effect, I think, to the heart.
Yes. I don't think so because at the heart there's no fibroblast in the heart, so the FAPI cannot go there. So it's not affect the heart. And even though from the first generation we don't have any report that the radiopharmaceutical go to the heart because there is no receptor there. So it's there for heart.
And then related to the second generation, it is very interesting to ask, is the normal person actually the cancer cell already in there or not?
Yes, this is also a very good question and very good point. So actually, before this, we use FDG, the sugar, to detect the cancer in the healthy people.
Healthy people.
Yes. For example, the health checking, yearly health checking, did not do this. When you have a checkup, yearly checkup, they draw your blood and they say the liver function, the sugar, the lipid in your body, but they did not detect the cancer. So in Japan, we have one special program for the normal people who really want to check about the cancer, because for the first and the second stage of cancer, the host will feel nothing, no pain, nothing. It's very normal. So FDG can be one method that answer this question. We call in Japanese we call Ningen doku. Ningen is mean human. Doku come from documentary. It's a human documentary. So the program is for someone who really want to know we got a small cancer or not at the early stage or not. They can apply, walk to the hospital and ask for Ningen doku. And the hospital will inject only one injection of the sugar of the FDG and scan and can tell you because FDG cover most type of the cancer, not every cancer, but mostly we can screen that you have a cancer or not. Okay, this is one thing. And for the cancer type that FDG doesn't work, you can use FAPI. But in this case, your doctor must have the strong, you have to write out the prescription for you to inject, because now it's not in the standard method for health checking. But I believe in the future we can scan the cancer by this way. We can use FDG, we can use FAPI or anything that's specific that to the cancer we want to know.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yes. So if you're interested in deep detail of FDG, I'm willing to be on your next webinar. I can talking about the FDG in deep detail, how can it work and how it's helpful. Only FDG. Yes, if you are interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting, man. Thank you so much for your very nice willingness.
Yes.
We will invite you again.
No, sure. We are very welcome.
Yeah. There is it okay for you to continue the three questions? Actually,
yes,
there
sure.
is. Yeah. Pak Pak Hilmi asks you about the develop antagonist PRRT that doesn't internalize in the cancer cell and
Yes.
have a good quality to detect cancer cell, and also the ability to damage the cancer cell. So what
Right.
is your opinion for this kind of radiopharmaceuticals compared to the antagonist PRRT?
Okay. Actually, the mechanism of action of this radiopharmaceutical is very similar, and my opinion is, if you use the specific radiopharmaceutical to specific cancer, you can. PRT is also the good choice to detect and treatment. Yes, and one thing for PRRT, I mean, for the treatment with the PRRT, the guideline on European side is you have to protect the renal function by using the amino acid. This amino acid making is not so easy. We have to very careful for the formulation. So I recommend you to follow the pharmacopoeia of European. So when you prepare the amino acid and control the level of osmolarity of the solution, this will protect the patient. Otherwise, if the osmolarity is not appropriate, this will give the negative feedback to the brain, and the patient will become very nausea and vomit up. This is not, how to say, this a kind of the failure. This is only one thing that to be careful with the PRRT. Another thing is same to PRT and FAPI and PSMA is quite similar.
Yeah, very interesting one.
Yeah.
Then actually there is another two questions.
Yes, please.
The first one coming from the Pak Iman, Pak Iman, but the question is the same with the similar one. He is asking about the side effect, and then you already described in detail before.
Yes.
And then the last one is Pak Joko Purwanto asking about where is the hospital in Indonesia using nuclear healthy for PSA, blah blah blah. But maybe and then Pak Susilo Widodo already helped us to give the description or information about the.
As I know, some center in Indonesia already start this one. For example, during visit Indonesia last month, Siloam MRCCC already start, and they have a very good team. Yes, and another one is a government section of cancer hospital located in Jakarta. I'm sorry, I forgot the name.
RSPAD, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm really sorry, I forgot the name, but I forgot their staff. That's really nice, and they also start some PSMA. Some center in Indonesia have this service. Yes, but I think just same to Thailand, just only in the first generation. But I do believe that in this next few years later, we can have the second generation both in Indonesia and Bangkok and Thailand.
Sorry, Bu Kenny, I forgot to mention Darmais.
Yes.
Oh, Darmais, Rumah Sakit Darmais Hospital, yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry that I forgot the name. But I just only remember only Siloam.
Yeah. You are foreigner. We are Indonesian, already forgot also.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And then maybe this is the last question coming from me about the second generation method. Yeah, the second generation. You said that you already mentioned that the second generation is not yet becoming a commercial one.
Right.
So how is your prediction. So when it will be started as commercial one? So it still needs some years, maybe 10 years to be,
yes.
no?
Yes, I think actually the second generation is already start, I mean, in some country in European like Germany, Netherlands and France. Yeah, somewhere, but the amount is very limited. So that's why it's not contribute to another country. This is one reason. And the second reason, one company in America take this license and try to marketing, but right now they are still in the preparation something that, as I know, and in my opinion, I think this few years, because we are already with for 2 or 3 years already, and perhaps 2 or 3 years from now, I think it's possible to available. But one thing, just be careful. I'm not sure I can talk here or not because so many questions. The copy product is already available.
Oh, really?
Yes. This is unbelievable for me, but they are already copy. So you know where can copy. Who is the king of copy? So I cannot say that. Sorry. Yeah, they're already. I'm very surprised because one day one company come to me and said, "Hey, you are looking for this, right?" So yes. What is that? And when I asked in the detail, and finally I found, oh my God, this is copy one. So I'm not trust in that product. So yeah, should be careful. So the original one is from Germany, but right now it's an American company. So as I say that I have no conflict of interest, so I cannot say the name.
So we don't know about the copy one. I mean the quality. Maybe
yes. I'm question about the quality
the
and
quality.
yes, quality, effective, or some impurity.
Yes.
I'm not recommend to use the copy one.
Yeah, and then it may cause another side effect that we still don't know what is the effect. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the responsibility is too much for us to use the copy one.
Yeah. But as in my opinion, that I mean there are a lot of people need this therapy.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you already mentioned about the Ningen Doku.
Ningen Doku.
Ningen Doku. Yeah, this is very interesting one.
Yeah.
And maybe this is not yet commercial one in other world. Maybe
actually,
only in Japan.
Yeah, actually this service is already available in Japan.
Yeah.
It's available, and yes, we recommend, especially for the people who are over 50 years old. Once you make a Ningen Doku, and you can follow maybe 5 years later. Scan one time, so like something like this to keep checking your to make sure that you don't have a cancer in the very early stage.
Yes.
So,
This is very.
If of course someone can detect the early stage, but in the early stage it's very easy, not easy to treat. And I have one case of the Japanese patient. He got 3 times cancer, but all of the 3 times cancer is all on the early stage and very easy to treat. So actually, he's a pilot of the famous airlines with the retirement, and because he was radiate during his work for the long time. So when after retirement, that's why he can be cancer very easy. At first, he found the cancer in the lung. He don't smoke, but he found that the doctor can remove all. And 4 years later, he found the cancer in the stomach and remove. And the last time he found cancer in the intestine and removed. And for the early stage, it's very effective to very easy to manage. So that's why Ningen docu or human documentary is very helpful for the early stage detecting.
Yeah,
It's
I hope that.
available in Japan. Yes.
Yeah, I hope that I don't know. I not yet heard about that in Indonesia, and I hope it will be available soon for us.
Yes, I hope so. I hope so. And if you have cyclotron, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Shiratori, thank you so much for your very easy to be understood explanation. Yeah. I think that you are using the very easy word to explain the technology one, the high tech one. Thank you so much. And before we close this webinar, do you have any closing remark for us about about the advice for us?
Yes. For me, as I just been to Indonesia only one time, and I feel very nice with a very lovely and friendly people around me. All of you, I feel very how to say very, very good and for your friendship. So I would like to contribute my knowledge, my experiment to you, and also the research. You can contact me anytime, and I'm very thankful for our friendship, and I hope we can continue this activity, and I can help to you in any aspect. Please do not hesitate to contact me. Yes, this is. I would like to express my thankful to all the people I met in Indonesia. Really nice.
Yeah, it is us to say thank you for your kindness, to deliver your expertise to make the Indonesian people know about the cancer and how to early detect the cancer or something like that. And thank you so much. You promised to us to be invited for the second one.
Yes.
I will ask your promise.
Okay.
Once again, thank you so much for your explanation today. Terima kasih banyak Bapak dan Ibu partisipan. Semoga apa yang disampaikan Dr. Shiratori hari ini bermanfaat untuk kita semua. Bagaimana kita bisa menjaga kesehatan, dan tentunya yang paling menarik sebenarnya ada deteksi dini terkait dengan kanker. Ya, itu seperti yang sudah diaplikasikan di Jepang. Terima kasih banyak. Semoga bermanfaat. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sehat, Bapak Ibu.
Thank you very much. Terima kasih Bapak Ibu semuanya. Sampai ketemu hari Kamis. Thank you Dr. Shiratori.
Thank you very much.
Terima kasih. Yeah.
Keep your promise.
Okay, bye.